apparently this is a thing now where people have been throwing their masks in gloves. Just, I guess they don't want it. They assume, oh, it's infected or whatever. But come on, people. Kind of raises that question again during all this pandemic. What's worse, the virus itself or how people act and so forth during these times? Well, I guess for parks and stuff, I guess they're going to try to reduce the amount of people again. This one here says, as of tomorrow until further notice, roads in Stanley Park will close to vehicles. Closing the park's roads to motorists will reduce the number of people in the park and allow increased physical distancing for cyclists and pedestrians. So what does this mean? People are actually going to start walking on the road and stuff there now too? I'm not sure personally how much that would help in terms of the crowding and stuff with groups, because I would imagine a lot of it are people who actually live, I guess, like right next to the beach and stuff as well. And it doesn't seem like a lot of people are happy about it. I mean, this guy's comment here says, this is a dumb idea. People will still congregate at the seawall or other beautiful trails and not the roads. The roads in Stanley Park provide another safe way for people of other ages and abilities to go out for a drive in a socially isolated environment. Not sure how much that will help overall, but again, from my observation all the time, it's usually couples and families that are in the big groups. And when I thought about things like social distancing and all that, I find it really weird, although I guess it's basically expected, that some people are actually phoning 911 when they see people not, I guess, physical distancing and all that. And I guess some places that kind of force them to tell people stop phoning an emergency number for that. Lancaster County 911 would like to remind residents during this extremely difficult time to ensure everyone has access to critical emergency services. Dial 911 for life-threatening emergencies only. Please do not dial 911 for non-emergency questions regarding coronavirus COVID-19. And they give you specific points. Do not dial 911 to report people hoarding products. Do not dial 911 to report people not maintaining self-distancing. Do not dial 911 to ask which businesses are permitted to be open. Do not dial 911 to ask what activities are permitted under the governor's stay-at-home order. That's just kind of crazy to think about that people are actually doing that. That's almost as nuts as if you guys remember where they were saying before, even for things like a micro drone, if you see that in the area, phone 911, like you're kidding me? And during this time, there are a lot of people trying to figure out ways to stay entertained, I guess. Although, silly enough, I wonder about like things like the legality of this, especially like this one. This is from New York again. It says here, Brooklyn dad escapes coronavirus quarantine boredom with Buzz Lightyear drone. One New York dad is taking kid entertaining during the coronavirus lockdown to new heights. Brooklynite John Crillo knew he had to adhere to a stay-at-home order due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So on March 29th, after about 2 weeks at home lockdown, the dad of 2.5-year-old son Cassius decided to attach the toddler's favorite toy, Buzz Lightyear, to a drone, sending it soaring through Brooklyn and beyond. Kind of makes me wonder here, like, does anyone recognize this area? Because again, from what I understand about that area, they really restrict drones in general. So it made me wonder again about the legality and stuff like this. Then again, would people say this is perfectly fine, or would they say it's extremely dangerous and all that? Would you actually phone 911 if you saw someone flying the drone like this outside during this time? And I guess with drones, most people in the public have that fear that they're going to be spying on you and stuff like that. Well, I guess in this one, they will officially be spying on you. It says here, stepping out, drones will watch you. Bengaluru police are using drones to track motorists and people walking on the streets in violation of the lockdown. Police Chief Bhaskar Rao on Tuesday launched the drones, which have been developed by the Indian Institute of Science. And as it says here, to begin with, the police have procured 12 drones, adding that the drones will eventually be used in the jurisdiction of all 108 police stations in the city. So I guess in these cases, if you see a drone, then yep, they're spying on you. It's kind of weird how in this case it seems like they're just throwing everything out the window. All those years of saying, oh, the hysteria in this is going to hurt people and so forth, keep them away. I guess now when it comes to this time, now you can say, okay, it's perfectly fine to use this in every single way possible. Makes me wonder if that'll make people paranoid again, just when someone's using it recreationally, they'll assume it's a police drone or something like that. All right, see you guys later.